Just humble, they didn't appreciate it. Young, wealthy, and ratchet, I'm the hood. Motivation on top of the world now, they tried to underestimate me. Get them glow, them fraudulent, you know you the truth. Get them glow, stop overthinking, these can't fuck with you. Get them glow, standing on business in these Chanel shoes. Before I let her play with me, I'll go eat some jail food on gang glow. Stomp a little with some shell toes. Yeah, glow, slapping, rapping, making bail. Yeah, glow, two-tone Cartier match the nails. Yeah, glow, no competition, these stale. Yeah, glow, curbing, no curbing, my layers. Yeah, glow, say they get money, but I can't tell. Yeah, glow, keep running circles around these snails. Yeah, glow, and my bumping up in the jail. On the gang, glow. Yeah, glow.
Hey, yo, fresh out the fresh out the beta game in my jeans. Black slap, what do that mean? It mean that banging. Have my hand out, let me hang.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the world's steel capital in the city of Bridges, Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania, and Acrisure Stadium. Two clubs here, each looking to rebound from a Week 1 loss as we're underway on EA Sports. And the opening kickoff will not be returned as that will be a touchback. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Slings it to Andrews, and it's complete. The tight end has it. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. That one goes for 24 yards.
You don't always expect tight ends to be big in terms of run after the catch, but after that play, he joins a growing band of players that's putting that stereotype right on its ear.
And Walker has it. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. The Raven passing game getting in sync. Another first down. He's locked in early. Two nice first down completions to start.
I like the fact that he's seeing the whole field early, spreading it around a little bit in the early going.
And he's going to be hemmed in and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. Second down. You look at this Steeler defense. They come into this one ranked number 5 in the NFL against the run.
We know it's only week 1, but the results look pretty good so far. The key is, can they do it week in and week out? Because right now, they're not awarding any championships or trophies after 1 week of performance. Got some nice young faces playing for them. Let's see if they can get this going.
Now Lamar changing the play. To throw is Jackson. He hits Adams complete. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. That's good for 28 yards.
Boy, no problems getting down the field here on this opening drive. They've looked really sharp in the early going, and they've come up with some big plays already. Here's another. That's going to set up 1st and goal.
1st and goal, a chance for an early statement here on the road. They'll send the tight end in motion. They'll run with Mitchell. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. Only a yard that time. 2nd and goal.
Here's where we need to see some tenacity from this defense because they've been pushed right down the field on this opening drive. They've got to find some way to push back, and that's a good first step.
2nd and goal from inside the 5. Quick strike out wide by Jackson. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Mark Mark Andrews, his second touchdown on the season. And the Ravens get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. Justin Tucker for the extra point. And the Ravens lead at 7-0.
Next the score, Ravens 7, Steelers 0. Justin Tucker to kick off for Baltimore.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Inside.
Here's Rodgers. And got his man complete. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Dawson Knox, 70 yards. And the Steelers are able to strike back quickly with an opening touchdown of their own. Extra point splits the uprights, and we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down officially at the 21. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
Early on, you know, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game. But I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue.
I would agree with
And now off to the races down the right side. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown.
His second rushing touchdown on the campaign and 4th overall.
And the Ravens have taken the lead. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
And he's going to be stopped cold. Good coverage there by the kick team to bring that return to an abrupt halt.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive.
Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that he rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Caleb Farley.
And he's going to return it to the 21-yard line. Well, look, we're watching a quarterback here that's obviously been around for a long time. That's a throw he wishes he had back.
He certainly does, but as you well know, this is a guy that's used to taking a few chances, used to fitting it into tight windows. These are throws that he's made before. Didn't happen to get it completed in this case.
Hey, middle.
After the interception, here's Jackson. And it's caught. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Davante Adams from 21 yards away.
And the Ravens are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
Tucker with the extra point, and it's now 21-7.
Steelers 7. Justin Tucker to kick off for Baltimore.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 30-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive.
And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't...
Oh, he tried to fit it in on the slant, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Roquan Smith.
And he will bring this back. It's a pick six and a Raven touchdown.
Charles, it is pretty rare that we see a team build this kind of lead in the opening quarter. And, man, they seem to be clicking on all three phases right there. The defense doing its part with a pick six.
And it's absolutely been the definition of a start that you would pick for yourself and for your team, right? And I have a feeling that they just want to stay in this zone. What's truly incredible about this start is they can add on a couple more scores. This one could legitimately be over in the second quarter.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick six, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick six and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, oh, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
2nd and 10.
Here's Rodgers to throw. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes in bounds. 5 yards, now it's 3rd and 5.
Hey, check 26. 26.
To throw, it's Rodgers. And Rodgers intercepted a 3rd time.
And the Ravens are going to take over at their own 41. Now, I'm not sure that the wheels, Charles, are coming completely off, but they're shaking a little bit. That's 3 interceptions, and now interceptions here on back-to-back drives.
And I think about what a Hall of Fame coach told me, that he always told his teams, when a mistake happens, just move on to the next play. Let it go. Hard to do when you've thrown this many interceptions. That's exactly the attitude that has to be adopted.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going.
They'll start in excellent field position following the INT. They'll start with a run by Mitchell.
And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. Well, they're making a real first-quarter statement with a run game, no doubt.
For those who remember old-school football, running it, establishing things, seeing backs find holes, get through them, they've got to like what they're seeing from this unit so far. Right now, they've decided to, as you said, establish the run game, and they've been successful doing it.
And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. That one covers 29 yards, 1st down.
2nd and short, that's a rundown, so it's definitely a good time to go play action if you're feeling it. And they do so and pick up a 1st down.
Here's Jackson to throw. And this is caught at the 8. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards.
It's all pretty simple sometimes, isn't it? Go where the defenders are not, and he does exactly that. Makes a nice catch to move the chains. Defense, got to find a better way of accounting for the shorter routes that are being run against them.
Mitchell is not going to advance very far. He'll be stopped right at the line of scrimmage.
No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal.
I don't know about you, Brandon, but I often think to myself, in these situations, I want a back who can create his own space, who can break tackles, and in a sense, become his own blocker. We don't have that guy in the game right now.
We are in for a good one as we're through one on EA Sports. Raven football here as we begin quarter number 2. As they'll see what they can do on 3rd and goal. They'll try to run with Mitchell. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1.
That was the kind of play that this defense needed because it has not been a good half for them on that side of the football. Maybe they can use that one to regroup a little bit and start to play a little bit better.
No movement from the field goal unit. They've got 4 full yards to go here on 4th and goal to hit pay dirt, but they're going to go for it. Now Jackson. And this is caught. Touchdown, Baltimore. A great play there. He scored on the ground and through the air. And the Ravens continue to pull away here in this first half. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and the route is on here in this first half.
Steelers 7. Justin Tucker to kick off for Baltimore.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down.
Yeah, Liz. No. Yeah, Liz. Don't. Stick 30.
Now it's Rodgers. And that will be incomplete.
Well, it's looking like another 3 and out here, and at some point, got to be able to put together a drive to keep your defense from having to go right back out on the field. I feel like things are starting to unravel a little bit, and we're not even at halftime.
Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. Now a fair catch called for and made right on the 45-yard line. They'll call that a 33-yard punt with no return. And the Ravens, they'll take over. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
Well, everything right now that they touch on this side of the football, it seems to turn to gold. They've scored on 3 straight possessions. That lead continues to grow. And, I mean, if they can get points here, Charles, might almost be an insurmountable comeback for the other side.
I think you make a great case for that, so I'm going to flip it over to the other side. Could they make the big comeback? Certainly. Am I expecting it? Not at all. I think if we don't see a drastic change in how they're playing, this blowout's going to get bigger and bigger before the final gun.
Complete. This is Mitchell. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. A gain there of 21 yards.
And I like the idea here. Get the ball in his hands, even if it's in the passing game. 3 catches a week ago, and he does a nice job here to pick up yardage.
Are things looking much rosier for him here in week 2? They work with the lead as they've got it 1st and 10.
Finding Walker complete. And he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup.
Let's just call it what it is. This has been a flat-out struggle for this defense all game long. They've really had a hard time slowing them down. And while I'm not big on speeches and guys jumping up and down, they might need their team leader on defense to get in their face right now and light a fire under these guys. They've got to start playing better assignment football and start getting guys on the ground.
And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5.
Definitely an important sequence here for this defense. They've had their share of struggles in this first half. They just cannot afford to give up another touchdown here.
And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal.
Once more with Mitchell.
And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. No gain on the play there. They're going to need to come up with something better here on 3rd and goal.
3rd and goal as they look to pour some more salt in the wound. This time Jackson will throw it. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
One thing you have to see out of a rookie tight end is a real concentration when the ball's in the air, and I'm not sure that he didn't, but he has to be prepared for people making a play on it when that ball's up for grabs.
Tucker's kick is good, and that will extend their lead even further. So everything else has gone right in this first half. Kind of follows that it would for their kicker, too, as he adds 3 more onto the lead.
Yeah, and the way that this one's gone, definitely not looking like he's going to have to worry too much about pressure kicks late in the game. He can go out there free and easy, just work on his form, and he knocked that one through.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive.
These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
Hey, take 26.
Rodgers now to throw. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Well, this defense is certainly organized and playing off of each other, because the rush is providing pressure and the coverage is forcing incompletions and capitalizing on mistakes. When you get every level on defense hitting at once, you get first half scores just like this one.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Working from the gun, Rodgers. Working the middle here, that's complete to Knox, the tight end. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens' 26.
Get 300. Get 300.
Now Rodgers.
Slant pass, Pollard brings it in.
And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. To throw is Rodgers. That's caught at the 1.
And that's a hard-earned yard there as he takes a pretty good jolt at the end of that one.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage, because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Pollard diving for the end zone, and he'll get there. Touchdown. Well, they move the ball down the field through the air, Charles, and then finally they get the running game involved, and it works to perfection. Touchdown.
And, partner, I kept waiting for that running game to come into play and actually saved it until the very end. Touchdown goes on his stat sheet, but you and I both know, and he knows as well, his teammates airing it out made this a successful drive.
Well, this will frustrate a coach right here. The flag is out before they get off the extra point, and this is going to be a delay of game.
Another attempt now from 5 yards further back. No, and the increased distance may have cost him there, as it is no good. Here's the Steelers' kick team as they'll boot this one away. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback. Just over 30 seconds to go in the half. They've got it 1st and 10. Play action. Now Jackson. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's 2nd down.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time.
Oh, a first mistake for him in the ball game as it's intercepted. Picked off by Trayvon Diggs. And the Steelers are going to get the football here as he gets this up to the 38-yard line. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And with good starting field position and 3 timeouts as well in their pocket, no reason not to try and put a late scoring drive together. Winds up and lets it go for Samuel.
It's caught inside the 25. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh.
Deebo Samuel as the first half is winding down. And the Steelers are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half.
Now Mike Tomlin says, let's go ahead and go for 2.
The Steelers will line up for the 2-point conversion.
Hey, 88. Look at you.
Rodgers will throw for it. And he'll get in, and they're going to draw themselves 2 points closer.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away.
And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And with a 3-score lead already, this is not time for a momentum change, so I'd imagine they'd be happy to just take this into the locker room. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And that's complete to Adams. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. That catch, by the way, number 940 in his career, so he's 60 away from a grand, but 940, that ties him with Art Monk.
And I think it's fitting that he tied Art Monk because of the way that he goes about his business, the way that he plays the game. Not a lot of flash, not a lot of dash, but plenty of production.
From the gun, Jackson. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
You've always been very good about checking my math. Am I correct? That's the first time that it's been incomplete when they've thrown it to him?
Yes, he had caught every other ball coming his way.
So they feel like they've got something really good going there, and they're going to continue to go there until the defense makes an adjustment and takes it away.
Well, they finally made an adjustment there. We'll see if they can build on that stop. Throwing is Jackson. Looking deep for Adams.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half.
Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. The Steelers going to get the football first here, trailing on the scoreboard as we are back underway on EA Sports. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive.
And you have to think, Charles, down 3 scores already. They need to play an almost perfect second half.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. He may go. And he will bring this back. It's a pick 6 and a Raven touchdown.
And, Charles, for this offense, those interception woes they kind of had in the first half have now followed them into the second half. And for this defense, they take advantage, turn that into a pick 6.
And that defense is in a spot now where they're thinking about ways to close this game out. And as confidently as they've been playing, I expect them to do exactly that.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
And the returner down to a knee, and this will come out to the 30-yard line. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand.
And, oh, my goodness, here's a 5th interception.
Kyle Hamilton picks it, and the Ravens are going to have it here at their own 32-yard line.
Now, I'm starting to wonder, Charles, if 5 interceptions, is that the last that we've seen of him?
Well, I think that a lot of people hope that's the last they've seen of him in this game, probably including himself. If this were baseball, the manager would have been at the mound already and asked for the ball, and he'd be in there getting a shower. But in football, you might have to go stand on the sideline and watch the rest of it and see if your backup can do any better.
They'll work from the 36 on 2nd and 6.
Jackson from the shotgun.
Drops this underneath. It's Mitchell.
So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And that'll leave him with a 3rd and just a yard.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down.
13.
From the gun on 3rd down, Jackson.
And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped.
Forget the run on 3rd and 1. They shot the D and rip off a pretty big play.
So 1st and 10. And if they score on this drive, might have to start digging into our second half blowout material.
It's caught here by Adams. He's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4.
That's now 4 completions in a row. A good bounce back following the interception last drive.
Certainly not letting it affect him, that's for sure. And we all know interceptions are going to happen. So the big trick, don't let it affect you going forward. Most of the good quarterbacks, they just tell the ball boy, get that one out of the rotation, give me a fresh ball, and let's go. He's got his offense moving again.
22 yards there, a first down. Now it's Jackson. Got his tight end. That's complete. That's Andrews. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Mark Andrews, a beast in the red zone with his 2nd touchdown of the game.
And the Ravens have opened the lead up to 30.
Tucker with the extra point, and the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter.
Justin Tucker to kick off for Baltimore.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive.
Well, this has been a tough one for them, Charles. They've struggled really on both sides of the football. And one thing that's really plagued them, the turnovers. They've had issues keeping the football in their possession.
And my goodness, another interception.
Picked up by Caleb Farley.
And he'll take it across midfield and down to the 48-yard line. Well, all I can do up here is just shake my head. I mean, 6 interceptions. I cannot imagine what he's thinking between the ears right now.
Well, just think of how it is for his teammates, because after the first few, you know they're going over to him, hey, we'll get them next time. Now they're probably a little bit frustrated. And if you're a receiver, you're thinking to yourself, any ball that's in the air, you become receiver and defensive back. You've got to go compete for the ball so that you don't get another one picked off.
Going deep for Walker. And this is caught inside the 5. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. A big play there. His first touchdown of the new season.
And the Ravens get another third-quarter touchdown to add on to that lead.
Tucker able to connect on the extra point. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter.
Steelers 21.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive.
Well, it's a game that they would rather probably forget about, at least to this point, Charles. And one reason is turnovers. The turnover on the last drive, they had the issue in the first half as well. And that's really, unfortunately for them, helped to put this game out of reach.
And you know they won't want to admit it to themselves, but we know that winning the game is pretty much out of the picture now. So their bottom line is, how do they play a clean game the rest of this one, right? Take care of the football, no more turnovers, and see how that works.
A 2nd and 10 forthcoming here. Third quarter action in the Steel City of Pittsburgh, PA.
Now Rodgers. And now here is another interception.
Kyle Hamilton picks it.
And he will bring this back. It's a pick 6 and a Raven touchdown.
Well, whatever adjustments they're trying to make over on that sideline, Charles, this defense, they just seem to be a step in front of them and not giving them a chance to implement any of those changes. And here, a pick 6, and they widen the lead.
At least a step ahead, maybe even 2 steps. And right now, they are thinking hard about putting this opponent away. That turnover, it grew their lead and just totally deflated that offense. Now these next couple of series, you can take them out of the game entirely if you continue on this pace.
The Steelers take over first and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership.
Now a 2nd and 10.
Jump out!
Rodgers going to throw.
Swinging this out for Pollard.
And he's got some space here. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. 39 yards the distance covered on the catch and run. The offense has to love that, because that was just a dump down, and then he turned something out of seemingly nothing.
And the best quarterbacks understand that dumping it down is often a good play, a better play than even what was drawn up.
88. 1 to 50. Back north.
Throwing is Rodgers. Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
We've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted. And I think the receivers now, when they're running their routes, they want to catch the ball, but they also want to make sure that the defenders don't take it away.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 as they line up, 2nd and 10.
Hey, take 26. 26.
Throwing now is Rodgers. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
And now offensively it's 3rd and 10, and I'm just thinking to myself, actors always say, what's my motivation before a big scene? Right now the play caller's thinking, what have I done before that's worked well that I can go to right now?
Yeah, because they were pretty successful in the first half scoring points. Haven't done anything so far here in the second half. And this will be incomplete. Boy, can you believe this? That one probably should have been picked too. Instead, it's 4th down.
I certainly like the idea. You're down on their side of the field. Get your big play guy involved. That time, they put one up for him to see if he can pull it down in the end zone, but the coverage was good, and it winds up incomplete.
Rodgers to throw for it on 4th. That's to his running back, complete. And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line.
So the drive will continue. After the conversion on 4th, they'll work from the 20 on 1st down.
Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
And those two just haven't been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect them to have more completions to him in this game.
Out to the left, he's got his tight end, Knox.
And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers.
Dawson Knox with his 2nd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Steelers are able to at least get one score back.
Point after, right down the middle.
So they do get one score back, but still a long way to go here in the 3rd quarter.
Here's the Steelers kick team as they'll boot this one away.
And no thought of bringing this one out. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll begin the drive at the 30. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Still well in control of this ball game despite giving up that touchdown a moment ago. Here's Jackson. Pressure comes, and the Steelers take him down.
They'll wind up losing 8 on the sack there, and it's 2nd down.
So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down. Jackson now. That one into the hands of Adams downfield.
And he takes it down deep into enemy territory.
A big play there on the catch and run. 74 yards.
And the offense is saying to itself right now, if only they were all this easy, because he was wide open. And once he made the catch, plenty of room to work his way downfield. That was a breakdown on the defensive side of the ball.
And he's going to lose yardage here, as they will switch ends as time has run out on this 3rd quarter of play. Back now in Pittsburgh. And this is a blowout so far as we get set.
It's 2nd and goal, back to the 8-yard line now.
Now Jackson. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down.
Well, their passing attack, even though that one was incomplete, has been really sharp in this one. It's resulted in a lot of touchdowns, and it looks like they're not going to stop throwing the football until the very end of this one.
Well, that will certainly make everyone involved on offense pretty happy because that gives them all a chance to pad their stats a bit. But as far as the actual need, you and I both know they can just run this clock out because this one, it was over a long time ago.
Can this defense hold them out? Here we go now. 4th and goal from the 2. Gets it out quickly here to the left flat. Touchdown! Mark Andrews. A 2-yard touchdown grab. And the Ravens continue to run up the score. They lead it big here in the 4th. Tucker with the extra point. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead.
Steelers 28. Justin Tucker to kick off for Baltimore.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
The Steelers take over first and 10. And they're on the 30-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive.
Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
We are going. Plant.
To throw, it's Rodgers. Airing this one out for Evans. And my goodness, another interception. Yet another mistake after the interception there. And gosh, you look up at the scoreboard, they just got to be thinking this one cannot get over fast enough.
It certainly can't. And also what happens when you get this big of a deficit, you're supposed to make all the right throws, right? You're supposed to try and obviously get the ball to your own guys. But being down this big, you also take even more chances. And in this situation, that hasn't paid off for them at all.
On the other sideline, jubilation and laughter.
And that's dropped underneath to Mitchell.
And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line.
With that last completion, CDs now over 400 yards passing in the game, and quite a few of those have come via some pretty big strikes downfield. Certainly not afraid to challenge this secondary, and it's been successful.
I like your observation there, partner, because I agree. This is a group more than capable of torching a secondary any week, as evidenced by their combined stat line here. And in the time we have remaining, wouldn't shock me at all to see them take another deep shot.
Historically, this is such a tough, loud venue, but you can hear a pin drop right now. A lot of fans long gone, not used to seeing a lopsided score like this.
Letting one go deep for the end zone.
Oh, for the 3rd time, Jackson going to be intercepted. And the Steelers are in great shape here as they take over at the 46-yard line.
Oh, that's a beautiful read there by the safety. Zone coverage, so he's just going to sit back and watch. He knows he can't get beat deep because he has the end line to protect him. So he can react to everything in front of him, and he makes a great break on the football and comes down with the interception.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive.
Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, that's a good way of pointing things out because now it's not a total loss because, as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just out-personnel. They were going up against a team that's playing at an elite level.
And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. What we just saw there, that's really been a common theme all afternoon.
A lot of pressure. That forced the errant pass. He's been under duress this entire afternoon. He just had to unload that one. He's fortunate it was just incomplete and not intercepted.
Shotgun now for Rodgers. Throw left side complete. That's Robinson. Past the 20. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. A gain of 32 that time.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10.
Rodgers again now. Got his man. It's caught for a Steelers touchdown. Stephon Diggs. He has career touchdown number 78, tying it with both Eddie George and Frank Gifford on the all-time list.
And the Steelers get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this 4th quarter deficit.
And he will get into the end zone as the deficit moves from really bad to slightly less than really bad. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
And this will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29.
At their own 29-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going.
This has really just been a lopsided affair. What a performance they put on, and now they get the football back here with a big lead in the 4th quarter.
He's got a man, complete. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. A great effort there with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon.
And the Ravens just continue to roll.
Tucker able to connect on the extra point. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Jumbo! Hey, 88.
Here's Rodgers. It's caught. Now loose football. The ball comes out.
And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Rodgers now to throw. Taking a shot for Samuel. And he's got it inside the 10. And he's across for the touchdown. Too little, too late. But he does get in for 6.
No wonder you're grinning. You just beat me in our fantasy league.
Indeed I did, my good man.
26.
They'll try and throw for it. And now the pressure gets there, and he goes down. So he couldn't get rid of the football, and that deficit stays right where it is. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. Breaks through the contact. And out a little across the 25 to the 27.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
And, CD, you know, sometimes you don't need those complicated game plans or the added wrinkles. Last time, now you think about it, couldn't have been any simpler. One play, one pass, touchdown.
I know those coaches put a lot of work into this game plan, but I don't think they mind possessions like that at all. They just save those calls for this possession instead.
So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. And they have just about put this one on ice as they've got it here, 1st and 10.
Hey, middle.
Play action. Now Jackson. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Well, up big here in the 4th quarter, up really big. That pass and incompletion, I don't think they needed the completion, but Charles, this is an offense right now that they're just having fun. They're clicking on all cylinders.
Yeah, you're right. They didn't need a completion. They certainly don't need any more points. but they're not going to turn them down. They're going to continue to run what they have in their playbook, and they still want to run it efficiently.
He hits Adams complete. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. A first down there on a pickup of 25.
First down, Ravens.
He's got his man. It's Andrews. So the completion good for 7 there. And it'll be second down.
A few moving pieces on that play because that was an RPO, was it not?
It was, but one important piece that didn't move incorrectly, the offensive line. Because when you're running this play, as he continued down the line of scrimmage.
And this will be caught. And the carnage continues. It's another touchdown.
Things are rocking easy here in the fourth quarter. They've got to feel pretty good about this one. Actually, they've got to feel excellent. Tough loss in the opener. No way they wanted to go 0-2.
I don't want to read too much into it, but psychologically, is there something much bigger about 0-2 than 0-1?
Oh, without a doubt, and here's the biggest one. Guys like you and me, all the media, are going to talk about, well, you know how hard it is to make the playoffs when you start 0-2, and that starts to work its way through a team.
And now they're working towards 1-1. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Well, CD, it's all window dressing at this point. I mean, the best they can do is in the game with a nice drive to maybe build some momentum to move forward into their next contest.
Yeah, with how lopsided this game has been, even one score might not do a lot of cosmetic good on the scoreboard, partner, because...
And somewhat of a measure of revenge as he's in for the touchdown, but they still trail big time.
He'll take it, but he won't be able to smile about it.
Here comes Rodgers now as he'll go for the two-point conversion. Rodgers will throw for it. And they don't get it. They tried for the two-point conversion there, but unsuccessful. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And he is out of bounds as they'll start up past the 30.
At their own 31-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going.
Now they are really in the driver's seat here, enjoying this lead late in the fourth quarter. The defense does have all 3 timeouts, but at this point, doesn't look like it's going to matter much. Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it, and it's second down.
And despite the late lead, Jackson to throw. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Well, they approached this drive with a lot of confidence after their last one ended up as a touchdown. But incompletions on their first 2 throws has them huddling up and trying to figure out a big play here on third down to get their momentum going again.
Pass taken in by his big tight end.
Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Jackson. And this is going to be hauled in by the tight end Andrews. The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this fourth quarter of play. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now it's Jackson.
To the right side, into the hands of Flowers.
And he is out of bounds inside the 30. That'll give him 8 that time, and that'll bring up a second down in just a couple.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Jackson will throw again. Throw right side is complete to Andrews, his tight end. Ravens going to use their third and final timeout. That'll be their third and final stoppage here as we step aside.
Partner, I know we're still in the afternoon slate here. Some primetime games still on the docket, but it's going to be tough to top this effort. What an offensive performance we have seen. They have been unstoppable from the moment we began this game, and they're not holding back. They're still...
And they're going to get to him. A sack. Sack back at the 9-yard line. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in this football game. Now from the 9, here's 2nd and goal. Oh, Jackson's going to throw it.
And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front.
Pretty secure lead, but what's the harm in adding another touchdown, right? At least that's what they were thinking on that snap. But if he wants to add more points, got to bring the throw down just a little bit and keep it in the end zone.
Able to locate Andrews here on the out route.
Now the Steelers use the second of their 3 timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. I guess not content to get another 3 here late. They'll try to add 6 more as they go on 4th and goal. And this one drops incomplete, but I think the defense jumped. And that one was relatively easy to see. I noticed that from up here.
Yeah, it doesn't take a whole lot, does it? Sometimes you get multiples. What I always love on these offsides is when each side points at the other. Hey, you did it. No, you did it. They deciphered that one correctly.
And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th. Diving for the end zone, and the ball's knocked out. And it's picked up by the Steelers. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
And give some credit to the defense. They forced the big play, knocked the ball free from him, but that's a cardinal sin by the quarterback. Know where you are on the field, and he just gave up at a minimum 3 points.
Instead of getting down, takes the contact. The turnover ensues. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
That's coverage you'd expect to see in a tie game late. Not in a lopsided game like this. They are not letting up.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. In his own end zone, it's Rodgers. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Even with such a big lead late, the effort hasn't lapsed one bit. If the offense wants to score some points in this one, they're going to have to earn it. These guys are not giving up anything.
One final try now for Rodgers. Now the Steelers going to use their 3rd and final timeout. That'll be their 3rd and final stoppage here as we step aside.
No choice but to go. Here's 4th down now.
Hey, 88. Go to 50.
One final try for Rodgers. We've seen this before. Now they can't bring him down. And he's brought down, but not before they get it across the 20-yard line.
And as this defense walks off the field, they can do